All right. Imagine you wake up tomorrow morning. The Prime Minister of Canada sends the army into your neighborhood. Okay. You look out the window. All of a sudden, you see tanks. You see military vehicles. You see military in uniform walking around in the neighborhood, stopping you, stopping your neighbors, asking, well, what are you doing? Why are you walking around? What are you up to? Can I see your ID? If that was happening in your area, would you feel safe? Or you think it's a little bit of an invasion, kind of like invasion of thing? Trump has always loved this image or portraying his image of being a strong man, right? You can all agree with that with me, right? But what's more important, law and order or ruling by fear and force? Trump wants you to think of him as tough on crime, a defender of law and order. He wants you to think he's the greatest leader the U.S. has ever had, and he has claimed this. Okay,
Yeah,
he has claimed he's almost up there with Abraham Lincoln. Okay, and whenever he can, he grabs to project strength. And even in the smallest thing, he always takes credit as if it was him, even though he didn't deserve it. It was him who did it. Okay, so here's, for example, listen to what Trump says.
These announcements great for the NFL, but they also advance the mission of making Washington D.C. safe and clean and beautiful. And we're working very closely with the mayor, and we've made a lot of improvements in the last few months, and it's getting to look really strong. Crime is way down, and there's a good relationship we have going with.
So remember this claim, what he said right now. However, recently he's been dealing with a lot of issues, right? There is critics cite extremely low poll numbers and approval rating. Obviously, the Epstein Files disaster has been really bad for him. Bad job numbers. I know we spoke about a bit. You said the person was doing the wrong statistic, but it was still bad job numbers.
For sure.
The price hikes that are recently are starting to take an effect, and not closing the deals on these tariffs. You're talking about making deals. There's been like 3 or 4 talks about deals, but nothing concrete. There's been no official deals yet on the global trade. Is this the image of a leader? Is this the image of the leader that he always says he is? No. So I believe, this is me speculating, he needed a huge distraction. He needed to refocus the media spotlight and his MAGA followers off him. So what does he do? I don't know if you guys know, but Trump has called the National Guard to D.C. Okay, so that's why I brought up in the beginning, how would you feel if that would happen in your neighborhood? So right now, there is military troops in Washington, D.C. Sent there apparently to bring down crime and clean up the streets. What did he say in May?
Yeah.
What did he say in May? He said the crime is down, the streets, everything's beautiful, everything's clean. Oh, we did a lot of work. All of a sudden, Washington D.C. is a fucking cesspool, and it's like you ever watch RoboCop? Yeah. It's like a dystopian place. All right, we'll have him. This is here talking about it.
Watch what we do with that. Today, we're formally declaring a public safety emergency.
This was 11 days ago.
An emergency. This is a tragic emergency. And it's embarrassing for me to be up here. I'm going to see Putin. I'm going to Russia on Friday.
So let me ask you a question. Do you think the National Guard was necessary? And you guys, please leave a message. Do you think the National Guard was necessary to be deployed? Well, it was deployed in LA. Now it's being deployed in DC. Do you think there was valid reason to deploy the National Guards? What do you guys think? How would you feel? You just be afraid just to leave your house. Like this is almost like you see in like the movies, like when you're after the curfew time and stuff, and like the police are just out patrolling, harassing you. I forgot the video, but I remember seeing a video, just people on their porch. They were just hanging out on their porch, on their deck in the front of the house. All these guys in like vests and stuff. What are you guys doing? What are you guys up to? Looking around, checking what they have, checking for any like imagine like you're in front of your house and they're like just asking who you are, identification in your own house. That's basically what's happening in DC.
That is martial. Almost.
That is martial law, but he didn't call martial law.
Yeah, I understand.
But that is the effects of martial law. Yes, you're 100% right. What I'm worried about, if Trump feels comfortable calling federal authorities based on obvious blatant lies, okay, like I showed you, and if his supporters continue to ignore this and support this decisions, I'm worried what he can do in the next 3 years, all right? I'm going to show you a clip of what happened in his first term. There was protesters in Washington, D.C., in front of the White House. Okay, there was protesters. I forgot what they were protesting. This is what he was asking. This is what Trump asked about what he could do with the protests. This is in his first term.
Can't you just shoot them? Just shoot them in the legs or something. And he's suggesting that that's what we should do, that we should bring in the troops and shoot the protesters.
The commander-in-chief was suggesting that the U.S. military shoot protesters.
Yes, in the streets
American
of our nation's capital. That's right.
Oh, that is
That's
scary.
wild.
That is scary.
Just shoot them.
Like in the movies, just shoot them. You're not killing them. You're just shooting them in the leg and they fall.
About it. It'll grow back. Don't worry about it.
It's just a scratch, no? And yeah, so that's basically my worry. Like, he's as more and more he does, he's gonna feel emboldened to just like call the troops on things, calling troops on enemies, calling troops on people he doesn't like, or and look at that. He's willing. Thank God that guy didn't follow his order. Like I don't know if anybody would follow. But
kidding me?
But I think people now would probably follow his order. Like there's more sycophants now. But back then he had people that gave him some pushback. Like that guy, he was the defense secretary. That's what he was, Mark Epstein.
Gotcha.
I'm worried about the people he put now that support him and kiss his ass that would actually follow those orders.